Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the Hasbro Marvel Legends, the White Vision from WandaVision. Let's get into it. So, you may be wondering why I'm recording on this brick wall diorama that I made, because I'm just built different. It's because Vision's white and the other area where I record is mostly white, and since I want him to show, I put him here. It's a little bit smaller, but it's taller, so you could see more of the box if I zoom out, which I am right now. So the artwork on the box is the same on all three sides. The thing about this one is that it has a good looking logo at the top of it. It says WandaVision instead of the Falcon and Winter Soldier for once. Disney Plus, Marvel Studios, and it says the Vision. He has unique bio, and yeah. So I only have 2 more figures in the line. I still need to buy Loki. I just need like $5 or $6 more to buy him. So yeah, I will finish this thing. So let's get him out of the box. Okay, so here's the Vision figure out of the packaging. Yeah, so let's take a look at it. First off, you may notice these bright, like caramel, what are they called? Caramel, no, they're not caramel. I forgot what the color. They look like eggnog. That's what they look like. So these eggnog looking color wrist guards and shin guards that stand out very much on the figure. The only paint it has is in the back of the foot. That white spray right there. That's it. It doesn't have any on the wrist, gauntlets at all, and none on the front of the boots. So unless you're looking from behind, you're not gonna see it. So the cape is the thing that bothers me more, just a little bit less than those colors of the thing. It's like have you ever had like a clear curtain in your bathroom? This is basically the material it's made out of. Those curtains like to turn yellow over time, and I haven't had this figure for that long, and mine is kind of turning yellow. So, be aware of that. For the most part, the only color separation they have is the white color and then the eggnog color. This one on the wrist is on the waist is a little bit shinier than the ones on the wrist and the shins. And on the head, we have a blue thing right there, and then white eyes with just white on white. So yeah, not that much color. It does have a texture to it. So you see that basketball texture running throughout of it. This figure does have pins, unlike the other ones in the waves that we reviewed so far. Baron Zemo had pins on his legs. This one has pins on his arms and his legs, because this is a reuse of the original Vision. The only new things on this one is the head, which looks more like Paul Bettany, and the cape, which is clear. I mean, the other one was like translucent, but it was red and gold, I think. And then this is a different piece as well. So yeah. So accessories he comes with, let me stand him up. Accessories he comes with are, let's see if it focuses, the 2 Build-A-Figure wings parts that I've had for a while. Shit. And is 2 fists. So like the other figures, except for Baron Zemo in this set, He's kind of dry on accessories. He doesn't come with much. He doesn't come with a unibeam that comes out of his head. He doesn't come with, like, what else could he come with? I don't know. Probably, like, you know, white thing, the white swirly things that go around their hands, like right here. Swirly things that came with, you know, the magic figures. I don't know why, but I feel like that would make it look better. But yeah, so it's more of a bland figure if you have the original, but I don't have the original. So this is my first Vision, so it was my first for a lot of figures in this set. I didn't have a Baron Zemo, I didn't have a Sam Wilson, I didn't have a Bucky Barnes. So yeah, I'm kind of happy to have all of these. The Loki, I already have 2 Lokis, the comic book one, and the, not the Ragnarok, the Infinity War one. The green and black one. So yeah. So, yeah, so it's not the best painted figure. I definitely like the texture on the, you know, the suit and on the cape. Has these lines running through them. The cape is glued, so you can't remove it. So, well, yeah, that's it. The one thing that looks weird on this figure is that his neck makes it look like he's hunching forward a little bit. I mean, it was more obvious on the other one, but not so obvious on this one. Yeah, well, let's get into the articulation of this figure. So, White Vision can look up that far, can look down that far, so he can bury his chin. He does a 360 with his head, has no tilt with, because he has this old, what's this, I forgot what it's called, but it's old. His arms move out that high, they move in that far, so now his arms can be to the side. They do not do a 360 because the cape blocks it. Obviously, he has a bicep swivel, double jointed knees, I mean not double jointed knees, double jointed elbows, yeah, that go that far. His wrist hinge back and forth. It's the same thing for the fist. So he ab crunches that far forward. He goes back a little bit so he can do flying poses. He has a waist swivel that I don't use whenever I pose the figure. Kick that far forward. Kick not. Oh wait, he can kick back a little bit. So that far backwards. He has a upper thigh cut. It's kind of tight. You can hear the clicks. Double jointed knees that go that far. So not enough to kick his own butt. He has no boot swivel. His feet go that far down. They go that far up. And he has ankle pivot. So yeah. Now let's get into the scale of this Vision. So I don't know where my ruler went, but since he's pretty short. He's like 6 inches. Compared to other MCU figures, he's pretty short. Here's MJ from my last review that I did. So yeah, make sure to check that out. That's my last video. I will put in the outro card. Here's Drift. I fixed his arms a little bit, so that string method worked. So yeah, there's Drift, and here's him next to a comic book figure of Union Jack, which I will be reviewing in my throwback Hulk Bath Wave, which I believe will be doing sometime in like, I don't know, like 3 months, I think. When I'm done with this wave, I'll do that. So yeah, so that's the Vision. Do I think it's a good figure? Honestly, sort of. He looks kind of scrawny next to other figures, but you could get him into some good poses. You can make him look like he's about to shoot the beam out of his head or whatever. you know, the beam out of his head. That's the pose I like to have him in whenever he's trying to attack somebody. You can make him fly. Let me see, let me get him into the pose. So you can make him fly. You gotta stand, just put him on there. There's no peg hole in the back, so it might be hard to put him on a stand. I stick my stand through the back of the cape, so it just gets stuck between this area here, and it stays perfectly fine. So, this figure I will give. I mean, it's better than the U.S. agent. I think. What did I give the U.S. agent? I think I gave it like a 6 or something. If I didn't rate it, it's a 6. And I know I gave the Spider-Man and MJ pack a 7 or an 8. So this is in between there, so I will give it a 7.5. It's not the best figure, it's not the worst figure, it's just, okay. So, yeah, thank you for watching my review, and peace.